Yes. How about you?
Can we open our cameras? Can we see them beautiful faces and smiles? How y'all doing today? Y'all know we like them cameras open. What's going on? Only if you can.
Ladies,
No.
open cams, please. Yun, oh, gaganda. Wag po tayong mahiya.
Don't be shy.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
don't be
you.
shy.
Thank
Show your
you.
faces.
Yes, definitely. Well, hello. How is everyone's weekend? I know it's late where you guys are.
Good
It's
evening,
Monday
everyone.
morning for me. Yes.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. So I was trying to give a couple more people, a little bit of time to jump on. So
Yes.
Nobody really missed anything real important. But while we're waiting, you guys want to introduce yourself? It seems like everyone here already know one another. I heard, y'all gotta bear with me, Jam haven't given me my I'm going to learn the language, so she haven't gave me my first class yet. So that I can, conversate, be well-rounded.
You can say, kamusta kayo?
Kamusta
Kayo. Kamusta kayo?
Kamusta kayo? Ah!
We're
How
good
are
with
you?
this.
How are you?
Yes. Oh man, and ladies, I'm so happy you guys jumped on today. We really want to try to do more of these free webinars just to, get people's questions answered, especially so we can know where everyone is at and what the true need is so that we can offer that support, because that's what the group is about. It's about support and getting everyone a client. So, we got a couple men in the group I've been noticing, and that's all right. I just don't want to offend no one because I'm used to saying ladies all the time. So I'm going to get used to saying, hey guys. I think that's a better well-rounded introduction, So we got a couple new people here. Can we turn on the cameras and introduce yourself?
Juvie,
LJ.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, Juvie. How you been?
I'm not opening my camera because I'm wearing sleeveless at the moment. I'm sorry.
Okay, that is fine. That is absolutely fine.
Hello, everyone, guys. Thank you for coming to this webinar, for this meeting. You are all guys welcome here anytime, and Tori and Miss Cham going to assist you further. My name is Juvelin Velasco. I'm a digital marketer, specifically in social media management. And I am a BPO professional. I'm a call center agent for over 3 years. And now I'm trying to doing transition in my career because I would like to grow. And I'm so thankful to Miss Tori because I'm not yet enrolled on the online coaching, but she's already here with me, and I'm looking forward to to be part of this community in a deeper manner. Thank you, guys. Welcome.
Thank you, Juvie. Yes. Amy, how are you? Don't be shy.
Oh, she cannot.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Don't apologize. Let me tell you, I got 7 children. So I already know. Let me tell you. Imagine having 7 little ones running around at once. I'm surprised I'm still sane. And I got 4 beautiful grandchildren. So our family definitely has expanded over the last couple of years. So we are now a family of 14, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Who else we got on here? Eve? Don't be shy. Listen, ladies. Listen, guys. Gotta get used to pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. I'm telling you. This is what's gonna land clients. Seriously. And working with me, I'm telling you, I'm going to be pushing you out of your comfort zone. But you want to land them clients. That's the ultimate goal and growing to six figures. So, sometimes you're just going to have to push yourself on out of your comfort zone and make it happen. It's all right. No judgment here. We're a judgment free zone full of support. That's our purpose. Strictly, that's our purpose. So, anyone else? Would anyone else like to introduce themselves? Please.
Oh, we have Mommy Rose. Mommy Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Hi, how are you? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay. This is my second time with you. Okay, I'm Rose. I'm 48 years old. I got 4 kids, 3 adults, and one 10-year-old. I was
Wow.
in the casino industry for 25 years. I lost my job last year, so on top of that, I was doing actually 6 years of social media management for our online business. So I decided to make it full time, and now I'm doing upskilling with webinars and courses, and currently I'm under internship in the other group, which will be
Yeah.
finished by this month. I'm currently in the top 3 of the most engaged posts at the moment. So I
Okay.
wish, yeah, getting there. I'm still
Congrats.
pushing to be the top one.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
Go, Mommy Rose.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you very
Yes.
much. Okay, good evening to everyone.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. And Mama Rose don't have a lot of wisdom to share with us. We are so happy to have you here. Seriously. You're already managing your own social media. So I'm sure you got some tips and tricks that you can share too. We would love to hear them.
Well, it's not actually managing my business and doing the social media at the same time. So I started
Okay.
it from scratch. I don't know anything at all. So at the start, it's all about selling everything. That's all, because we tried to push it because we don't have a job at the time when we started it. And then upon doing all the social media courses and such things, I realized, you know, I started to love Canva, which is a very good thing. You can buy something for 100 pesos only with Canva Pro, like the one they're selling for teachers, which is not supposed to be for sale. The only limited thing with that one is you cannot use a brand kit. Yes.
Okay.
But the rest of the protein you can use actually. It's like that's why it's good at a cheaper price.
Okay.
And yes, and then I love Pinterest. Pinterest is very,
Oh,
yes, good
yes.
resource.
Yes.
Resource. Yes, love
Definitely.
Pinterest and Google. Of course, you have to love Google. And then I started joining every groups for women from United States, Australia. Try to put myself out there so I can
Yes.
get client for internationally. Because
Yes.
local clients are very weird. We are very more difficult. What do you call that? We are more difficult in our own country. It's like when you get for a job, first thing they ask you, what is your diploma? They will get your degree. Then secondly, they will ask you what courses did you finish, certificates and all. And then they start asking for your portfolio and those sort of things. But like I saw one of you, the thing that I read in your Facebook group that you said people do hire new VA
Oh, yeah.
because they know that the new ones put more value to it than
Yes.
the old ones.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we're starting new, so we have to prove ourselves that we can do it, and we're doing it better. At Because we want to be taken seriously. I should put it
Yes.
that way.
Yes,
That's
absolutely. Yes. And keep that
and
state
give
of
the floor
mind.
to other. I talk a lot already. You want to keep going?
You're fine. Listen, guys, seriously, this webinar is going to go on all my social media platforms. It's going on my YouTube channel. This is your opportunity to tell us who you are, what you do. You never know. Your next client might see this webinar. Seriously. That's why I be wanting to push you guys out of your comfort zone. Tell us what you do. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You never know where clients is looking for service at. I look all over the place. Seriously, I don't just look in job groups. When I'm looking for a VA, I look all over the place. And I know many other business owners that do the same thing. So definitely when you got an opportunity, whether it's my webinars or somebody else's webinars, and they're asking you to speak out or asking you to tell a little bit about yourself, take that opportunity because that's called clout. And what I mean by clout is you could actually use this on a CV or in your portfolios and things like that. Just telling people, I spoke at Tori's Tori's webinar, or I spoke on such and such as podcast, or this, that, and the other. Like, use every opportunity that's out there and available to you to put your brand in front of many, many people, even platforms that you don't even have and be on. Like, this will go on platforms all over. I got so many platforms that I got coming up, and I'm posting because I want people to see my ladies, my group. Not just my ladies, guys, please be patient with me. I want people to see what you guys have to offer, everyone in my group. So I make sure I'm going to post every webinar, every training, everywhere that I can. Because I know a lot of people that be looking and watching my videos just for that. So take the opportunity, put your brand out there, seriously. Got to get used to that because now you are the business owner. So you are responsible for your marketing. That is going to be the most time consuming task in your whole journey is marketing and putting yourself out there. Seriously. If you want to grow to 6 figures, that don't come easy. I'm telling you, it don't, but it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. So, okay, ladies, we got people. Okay, we got time for a couple more. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, how you got started as a VA or freelancer? Please feel free. Come on.
Hi, Eve. Come
They're,
on.
they're
Come
shy.
on.
Hello,
There's
everyone.
Good
Hi.
evening.
Okay, good evening.
Eve
So,
is not shy.
okay. So, I'm grateful to be in this community. So, my goal why I am joining here because first, I've been working for over years as administrative staff, but it is on manufacturing, not on virtual actually.
Right.
So I'm I cannot say that is my first time in virtual assistant or GVA because I've been working for 3 years as financial advisor or insurance agent, and we do also telemarketing, appointment setting, but I could say that I have no pattern. I have no idea where to start again because during my insurance, what do you call that, my career, I've been doing face to face and then a little bit of telemarketing, but we don't have a pattern since we are not ready at the time. Pandemic didn't know that happened. Okay, so my goal of joining here is first I want to learn more about my GVA. That's my goal
Niche.
to find a work for GVA, and I have knowledge also on social media marketing. But I couldn't say I'm an expert just a little. And then I have also skills in real estate, virtual assistant, because I attended for 5 days training, but I did not use the training.
Okay.
But I have an overview, but I did not hire as a real estate VA. So when I saw this on Facebook, I grabbed the opportunity to join. And thank you for Tori and John for the opportunity. And
Of course.
that's all.
Of
Hello,
course. Thank
Thank
everyone.
you,
you.
Eve.
Okay,
Thank
thank you.
you. Of course. Yes, that's what we want. We want more people to join so that we can offer the support, because in the VA world, it do get a little overwhelming because you don't know where to start and you really don't know how to land that client, so to speak. So that's why I try to go above and beyond. And that's why we are offering the mentorship, where we're literally going to hold your hand and get you that client, because I needed that in the beginning. You might not have took me so long, so I want to make the next person's journey a lot easier and a lot cheaper, because my journey sure was very expensive, and that is not my goal for you guys. Truly, I do. And guys, it is so many services that you can offer. You probably haven't even really sat down and thought about it. But if you truly just sit down, write a list of everything you've done in your life as far as work, not so much just the virtual world, but working for someone else. Write down all those skills you've done. And I guarantee you, all of them skills you can offer as a VA, as a freelancer, because it's a service that was needed for the employer. So there are other people out here that still need those services just because you're not working for a company. You are the company now. And that's our goal, is to help you see that, help you represent like that, so that you can get those higher paying clients and more. I was looking over some things over the weekend, and I'm always trying to create strategies and get information that I can give you guys. And I was thinking about Grammarly. So a lot of people message me and they tell me their main issue is communicating with people in the US. Well, it's this tool called Grammarly, and it's free. You can create your proposal and run a check with Grammarly, and Grammarly will set your words how the US client would need to see it, if that makes sense. Make it easier for them. If you're not real sure how to word something, word it how you feel you should word it. Let Grammarly do the check, and it will give you suggestions on the more commonly phrases and stuff that's used over here. So that's definitely a big help for proposals and CVs, just to keep that in mind. But I do want to talk a little bit about other services that can be offered, because when we start as VAs, we go for what we know: general admin or social media marketing. So I'm gonna help get them creative juices flowing, and maybe with your list, you will be able to create more services that you can add to your packages, which means more money, right? Because that's the goal. So bookkeeping, graphic design, online marketing, PR, where you're pretty much just straight advertising your client's brand. Reputation management is another form of PR, where you're on social media and you're pretty much seeing what people are talking about when it comes to your client, their service or product that they offer. And then you're responding and answering the questions and comments and stuff pertaining to your client. Social media management, of course. Community management is also an additional skill that you can add to your social media packages. Community management is just pretty much you're engaging in your clients' groups as just a regular participant, just like the PR and the reputation management, seeing, what people talking about and building engagement for them, or things like that. Community management is a really good service to offer when your client is wanting to get more engagement. That's something to add as an upsell for social media management. Do the community management, get people engaging, get people following your client, and then turn it into the social media management. Just an idea. You can do social media ads as a service, ghostwriting as a service. A lot of bloggers are looking for ghostwriters. Customer service entails so many different things, but that is the number one service over here that clients are looking for. They want people that's going to go in the email, get the questions out, keep track of their clients and things like that. Live customer chat service, you can offer that. That's another service that clients are looking for. And sometimes when you're listing out your services, you want to list everything like live customer chat, because when a client look at your proposal or your CV and it just says customer service, they're not always clear what does customer service mean to you, because there's so many things that go into customer service. So start listing out those tasks that you perform as a customer service rep for them. Administrative work, of course, we know that. Recruiting, data entry, affiliate marketing is blowing up, guys. Affiliate marketing people, business owners are truly looking for affiliate marketers. 5 out of 8 clients last week that reached out to me, one of the tasks that they needed was an affiliate marketer. You can also do influencer campaign management. Influencers need a lot of help. Go on social media and start reaching out to influencers and talking to them and letting them know what you do and who you are, sending them a value first proposal. You know what I'm saying? And grab some of them social media influencers. Contest and giveaway management, that's another service. Research assistant, SEO services, another big one, guys. Travel agents, resume writing or CV writing. Email management, of course. Project management is another big service. Like I said in another webinar, we have so many new businesses in the US to the point where bigger businesses is starting to offer more incentives to get people to come back to work. After the COVID, a lot of people felt they weren't going back to work for fear of losing their job. They decided to go ahead and start their own businesses for the security, because when COVID hit, nobody ever expected the companies that closed to close. And I'm talking about people who spent their whole life at a lot of these companies. They didn't have a plan B. So it's a lot of people like that. So when they opened the country back up, 50% of the country did not go back to work and still has not been back to work because they created their own businesses that's actually up, running, and flourishing right now, because we had all that time during COVID. So they were able to put a lot into it and actually focus and concentrate. So formatting ebooks and courses, that's another big one. There's so many coaches and course creators and course writers out here now, and they truly need the support. And then event management, guys, there's so many services that you can offer outside of general admin and social media management, or in addition to that, so that people will know that you are well-rounded. You know, really start listing all of your services in your proposals or your portfolios and on your CV. Sometimes people just need to see that, okay, she offers all of this. This is what I need. I need an event manager, honestly, you know, because you can tell them you do general admin, but if you think about it, general admin is another one like customer service that got so many things that's entailed into it. So how I learned this lesson, honestly, in the beginning of my journey, I listed that I was a general VA. So this lady reached out to me and she was like, oh, you're a general VA? I'm like, yeah. Matter of fact, this was going to be my first client. So I was excited. I was like, yeah. She was like, okay, well, good. I need a P&L sheet. I said, huh? You know, so I had to really go do some research. It's profit and loss, but you know, it's just the terminology that she used at the time. I didn't really know what she meant, but I hadn't even thought about offering that as a service. So that's why I say, when you do say you're a general VA, list the services that you offer as a general VA. I'm telling you, it's endless. And then that was, I just gave you 25 services that you can offer. It's so many more. I got a list of 101 services that I start making over the weekend. And I know I'm going to continue to add to it just to see what the possibilities is, that I'm going to eventually start posting in a group so people can see, you know, what's really out there that could be offered. Because like I said, when you come into the VA world, freelance world, and you really don't know all the bells and whistles. You don't know the tricks. You don't know how to word things. You don't know what the client is really looking for. All you know is you want a client and you know that you got skills. So I make sure, especially in the coaching and mentorship program that I'm launching, that you are going to be able to communicate every single thing that you offer so that there's no confusion with your client, and that it kill a lot of extra conversation of them asking you if you're new, do you have a lot of experience? We're gonna find a way around all of that. Now, I always say, you do not have to tell clients that you are new as a VA unless they ask, because you have worked, you gain skills along the way, you have skills. It's just a new way of presenting your skills. Now you're presenting them for yourself instead of your boss. That don't make you not have skills because you're presenting them for yourself, or that don't make you less experienced. You still got experience and you're probably an expert. You're just not an expert giving that service as a VA. So don't worry about telling your client that you're new to this role. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you, they're not even gonna ask unless you start feeling your conversation is a little unsure or you're not real confident. Then you're giving them a reason to ask. So that's what my coaching is focusing on. We're not gonna give them a reason to ask. We're gonna learn how to control the conversation and only answer what's necessary, because all we need is the job so that we can solve their problem. I push value first marketing hard, and it was actually a skill that I learned in a course that I took a while ago. And I actually started doing it and seeing how effective it was, and it truly works. Value first marketing truly works. And there's so many VAs in this industry, and 80% of VAs don't do value first marketing. So when you're commenting on these posts and Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you know, you got to stand out. So our goal is to help you stand out, definitely, because you just telling them you're interested or saying, hey, here's my link, need a VA, call me. That's not going to get your client to move for real. It's not, because 50 other people were saying the same thing. And I always say, you do not have to be the first person to respond. You don't have to be the first person in the gate. You just got to be the best. So our goal is to make you the best out of all your competitors for that job that you're trying to apply for. So do we have any questions thus far? Okay, so I want to show you guys some packaging tiers. A lot of us don't know that there's 4 types of pricing structures that you can use as a virtual assistant. I'm going to go over all of them, and then I'm going to let you know which one I prefer and why. So give me a moment to share my screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Jim, can you make me the host real quick?
Hold on. There you go.
Thank you. All right, ladies, give me one moment to get it together for you. Leave my little stuff over here. So, first of all, take in consideration how much time you're going to spend a month, what is your hourly rate, and what services are you offering? I know a lot of us sometimes need help with figuring out who our ideal client is or what our niche is going to be. We also help you with that. But 4 types of pricing structures. Your first is the hourly. So, that is pretty much keeping track of your time and billing the client after the service is complete. Project-based, more like a website. If you're doing websites, something like that would be a project-based pricing structure. It's a one-time price, half up front, half when the project is complete. Your retainer pricing. This is a monthly rate for those who need reoccurring service. So that is the packaging structure that I prefer, because that's your income. When you get clients that need reoccurring service, every month you can expect X amount of dollars for the services that you are providing. Big thing about retainer pricing is you want to be very clear. You want to make sure you include that if your hours expire at the end of the month and it don't roll over, be transparent about that. My packages, my hours expire at the end of the month. And so use it or lose it, because I don't want hours rolling over to the next month and I put too much on myself because I'm still recruiting clients. So next month I might have twice as many clients. I can't afford to be having hours hanging over my head from my client because she didn't choose to use them. But if you want to use a system like that where your clients can purchase hours and use them whenever, then you will want to go with the usable hours. They'll purchase a price hour package, and whenever they need a service or assistance, they use it whenever. Now, I strongly advise that you put a cap on it. You want to let them know these hours expire in 60 days, 90 days, or something like that. You don't want to put too much on yourself, because you really, when you're first starting out, you can't foresee what's going to be happening 6 months from now. So you will start getting clients and you really take into consideration that you got these usable hours hanging out there, and now you're booked out, and then you got a client that reach out to you from when you first started and want to use all their hours at one time, and you didn't sign all these other clients. That's putting a lot on yourself. You don't want to do that, because the goal is you want to be able to control your time, your finances. That's the purpose of being a freelancer. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of each pricing structure. So usable hours, I'm sorry, guys. Usable hours, like I said, package would look something like this. 10 block, $3.99. What you get? A dedicated virtual assistant when you need one, 24 to 48 hour turnaround, email, phone, and Skype. So this was just an example. You listed out how you are going to provide the service, how you feel fit, what's your turnaround going to be, that's all up to you. This is just an example that I put together so you guys could get an idea. And if I would ever use the usable hour pricing, which I probably wouldn't just because of the way that my clients come in. I would make sure I was transparent about those hours and when they expire. The hourly rate, of course, we talked about that. Just list out the services, let them know what it is that you're going to be doing for the package that they selected, and then you let them know what they're being billed at. $30 an hour is a nice starting rate in the US. And then the project-based pricing, website development. You got 600 do it to start, 600 upon completion. Then you list out what that includes. One-time payment, $1,200, you know, or whatever you charge. So those were just a couple examples of the pricing structure. And then we have the retainer. So ideally, with retainer pricing, you want to give your client some choices. So I would create a 3-tier package in my packages for different hours, different prices. Because again, your clients are going to need different levels of service, just depending on what client you get and what service you provide. And I'm always transparent about if they purchase the first package and it's only 10 hours, but we get into the month and they see that they really need 15 hours, I'll make sure they know up front when they got the opportunity to go ahead and upgrade. I make sure I let them know that if you go over, you will be charged at a $40 an hour rate or automatically upgraded to the next package tier. So, and I recommend that your hours expire at the end of the month again, seriously, because I'm telling you, ladies, when you start getting those clients, they start coming easier and easier, and it's easy to forget and that you already have a client that has so many hours left and things like that. So I suggest you use tools like Toggle or things like that to keep track of the hours that you're doing, or the service that you're providing for your client, and send them a weekly reminder and letting them know you use X amount of hours so far. And when you get to the end of the month and you see you got a client that still got almost 4 hours, make sure you communicate that with them. Look, we're at the end of the month. You still have 10 hours left. These hours expire. They do not roll over. And make sure you put that in your contract, which we will talk more about. Always, always, always have a contract in place when you're a freelancer or a VA. It truly protects you, and you got everything on a table where your client know what to expect. So contracts and invoices are very good ideas, and those are, in my opinion, mandatory tools that you should be using in your VA business. So these are the 4 pricing structures. Now, of course, it's up to you what you're more comfortable with using. You can use whatever fits your style of service or whatever you prefer. Completely up to you, because again, it's your business. So I would definitely put some thought into it, and as to how you want to build your client. And I'm telling you, when you're coming at clients like this and you already got this stuff wrote out, and they're already going to look at you like the expert, whether you're new or not, because everything is organized, everything is up front. They're not confused about the service that they're going to be getting or how much it's going to cost. It already shows professionalism. So I definitely would put some thought into listing out the pricing structure that you're going to use and the services that will include. Your hourly rate, ladies, just remember, in the US as a VA, $30 an hour is typical. I know that number can sometimes be overwhelming, or you could be like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. But it's clients in the US is used to that. They're used to that as a starting. And I'm telling you, majority of VAs, hourly rate is much more higher than that. So that's just a thought. Do we have any questions before we go any further? I'm not able to see the chat. Jim, do you see any questions?
None yet. Ladies, chance nyo na po to ask. Come on.
Seriously, don't be shy. This is why
Yes
we're
po.
here.
Yes. Tanong po kayo. Anything about VA.
Okay. So, no questions yet. Yes. Yes, Mama Rose, you can get a copy.
If per hour.
If per hour, how much? It depends on the services that you're offering. It depends on the amount of support that you're going to be given, you know? So that's something that you would have to list out your services, what you're going to be offering, and then I would be able to answer that question. So if you know off the top of your head now what your niche is and with the services that you're going to be providing, put it in the chat, and then I can give you an estimate of a roundabout hourly rate. Yes, 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 yes. You can offer package rates even if you're beginners. Remember, you're only beginners because of the way that you are offering the service. You have skills, you have worked before. Yes, yes, yes. That is something that shows professionalism. Do that from jump. Yes, please. Is it okay if I mention some platforms? Yes, of course, Myla. I mentioned some platforms. I see some other questions. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer those.
You want to say something, Myla? You can speak.
Okay. We can come back to Myla if she's not ready to speak. Can I ask something about Upwork? Yes, please do. I received a response with my proposal through my proposal include my resume already. The client is asking me to send the resume directly to them for me to be able to proceed with the application. So let me tell you something about that. You can go ahead and just take the resume portion out and just send the same thing that you already sent them. But again, be very, very, very careful on Upwork. Anytime someone on Upwork is asking you to communicate outside of the Upwork platform, 9 times out of 10, it's a scam. And I say that because I've experienced that with multiple different situations. So if they do not want to continue to communicate through Upwork, honestly, I won't move forward because that's where you found them at. Upwork provided that platform so that you can have a little bit of safety in being a freelancer. When people want to go outside of the platform, it really be cautious of that. Now, you may get a client that just don't want you to have to pay the fees or something like that. But honestly, I haven't came across that. Every situation I've came across and they wanted to go outside of the Upwork platform, it has been a scam. So they'll ask you to list some houses for them for their apartment complex or whatever, but they want you to use your social media platforms and all your stuff. They don't have anything themselves. Be careful of that. You know, when they tell you that we'll pay you at the end of the week, be careful of that, because Upwork set that platform up for that reason. So I honestly would focus on working with them through the Upwork platform, because you don't know, this is online, guys. We got to, you know, keep it real. This is online. You don't know these people. You don't know where these people are at, and just continue to work with them on that's your safety on the Upwork platform. Is there, okay, so E says, let's say the client budget is from $5 to $10. How to deal to a higher rate? So I have outreach and templates and things like that. When their budget for the US, when their budget is $5 to $10, I don't even entertain it. I don't look at it. I don't work with them. None of that, because anybody, any business owner know that $5 to $10 for one is way below minimum wage in our country. It's illegal. So yeah, I honestly would move on. I mean, just to be honest, if that client is in the US. Now, if that client is in another country, what is your rate? You know, don't settle for less. I still would move on. I would move on to another client that has a bigger budget, to keep it all the way real. Now, there's nothing wrong with every now and then you'll get a client to be like, okay, so this is my budget, before you even get to tell them your rates. There's nothing wrong with creating some services around their budget, whether it's one or two services that you can provide, but I sure wouldn't offer my whole package to them if their budget is lower than any one of my packages. Okay, so did I miss any questions? And did I answer everyone's question? Is everyone clear on what we're talking about?
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Great. So the mentorship program is what we're going to talk about next. And this is what we're offering in the group. We're offering group coaching and we're offering one-on-one coaching. And this entails multiple things, because everyone's not going to be a social media manager, but because that's the most popular, this is the package I'm going to speak about. So in our mentorship, our group coaching and our one-on-one, if you choose to take advantage of it, we will work on social media management for your own platform and how to offer the services to a client. So we will determine which platforms are best for you as far as what services that you'll be offering. And then I will show you how to determine which platforms would be best for your client, so that you can have that consultation with them when you are being hired as a social media manager. What are your expectations for your social media? And I will also show you how to be able to relay that to your client and get that information from your client to figure out, you know, find out what their expectations are for their social media management. Your goals for your social media management, as same as showing you how to determine the goals for your client. How you will present and receive feedback from your client when it comes to social media management, content planning and scheduling. We will talk about for your own and how to do it for your client. I will show you how to do that. Batch creation, which will be your best friend, especially if you have a client and you're offering social media management. Hashtag and keyword research. I will show you how to do that so that you can use it in your own platforms and in your clients' platforms. I will show you how to read and be able to present metrics and reports. And this is a service that you also can offer in addition to everything else with social media management that is an upsell to be able to get a little bit more money out of your package. We will optimize your profiles, and in turn, you will know how to go through, optimize your client's profile, audit their profile, and tell them everything that they need to get whatever the goal, to achieve whatever the goal is. Caption copywriting. I will show you how to do that. It's not hard. And of course, I will show you how to price your services and package your services. So we will also talk about platforms and tools that you'll use, the most common ones that you'll use in social media management. Instagram. I'll also show you how to find clients on Instagram, lead generation. Facebook, and in turn, you may be able to offer that service to your client. Facebook, I will show you how to find clients on Facebook. LinkedIn, I will show you how to find clients on LinkedIn. Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, we will talk about Tailwind, commonly used for social media management. Buffer is commonly used, and Canva. So I will show you how to use all of these programs so that you can get the best rate for your services when you're offering these things to your clients. We will audit and optimize your social media platforms. This is for hands-on experience with the services that you will be offering your clients. Additional services offered with group coaching only. We will create packages and price your services as a SMM. And social media management, guys, is definitely a high-end service over here in the US. Definitely, no question about it. We will go over lead generation in a group coaching setting, and we will go over contracts and invoices just so you become familiar with what they are. Additional services that we will offer in the one-on-one coaching, we will create your packages, we will price your services, we will go over lead generation, we will create your invoices and your contracts for you to offer to your clients. We will create your CVs, we will create your portfolios, and if they're already created, we will optimize them. We will apply to job opportunities together and find ways to show value first when you're applying to those opportunities. And the bonus is I will include in our one-on-one, I will include client outreach templates to give you an idea of what to say to your clients when you're reaching out to them, whether it's to follow up, whether if it's just to pitch them, whether if you just got a new client and you want to onboard them. We will have client templates available for just about every situation that you will come across in your journey as a social media manager. So, most important thing, people want to know, well, how much does it cost? So the pricing for the mentorship until May the 1st is 50% off. I'm offering this at 50% off until May 1st, which means grouping is $30, and Jam can translate that into what you guys, so you guys can be clear. Group coaching is $30. One-on-one coaching will be $60 because we are offering a lot of support. And the support is going to land you a client, especially in the one-on-one. I'm literally holding your hand, applying for these jobs with you, and we're doing this until you get a client. The prices is only offered till May the 1st, and they'll go back to regular price, which is $60 for the group and $120 for the one-on-one. So as of right now, do we have any questions? So Mila says, I don't know how to say it, but I don't know if I'm able to help or provide service to the client. I learned some tools, learned from it, but I don't have the guts to apply. And that is okay. That's why we're going to go over the mindset, building the confidence, showing you how to communicate. And that's why I said, look into Grammarly. I'm sorry. Look into that tool, because that will be a big help when you're pitching people through email or social media and you're using text to pitch people. You can use that tool to format it the way that the person should receive it, if that makes sense. But honestly, Mila, just take a little bit of encouragement and you will be fine. Everybody that's a new VA start out like this. You're terrified. I know I was terrified. I was confused because I never knew what to expect. I didn't know what was coming next. But if this is something you truly want to do, you just, that mindset, we would start working on your mindset, because that's a big part of being a business owner, period, is you're gonna have to get used to talking to people, or you'll never make no money. And you want to make some money, right? So definitely don't let that be a hindrance. I'm telling you, the more you do it, the more comfortable you will get. Even if you just start out by using your phone and recording videos to yourself and make it as you're talking to a client, do more of that. We're going to be offering mock interviews. Make sure you keep an eye out for that, because that will get you comfortable as well. We'll do practice interviews as much as you need to until you get comfortable. So, Lovey, the mentorship is till you land a client. That's how long it is, until you land a client. So for each session, we try to cap it off at 2 hours, just because, we all still got businesses to run and all that. But if you need 12 sessions to land a client, you'll get 12 sessions to land a client. But the sessions are until you land that first client. For the group of 5, when is the mentorship? So how the group of 5 work, we don't schedule the actual session until the group of 5 fill up. So we will have, if we have to, we will have multiple groups of 5, if that's what we need to do. But we can't really schedule the session until we actually get 5 people in a group, if that makes sense. But the one-on-one coaching can be scheduled immediately. Yes, can you help us find a client? This whole webinar, that is my goal. Yes, 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 I can help you find a client. As long as you are willing to be mentored, as long as you are willing to do things that I suggest, that I know that work, as long as you are willing to try the strategies, it's up to you if I can help you find a client. I know I can help you find a client, but you got to know that you're willing to actually try some of the things that it's going to take for you to find that client. Like I've said before, some things you're going to have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. But again, that's what support is for. We are going to make sure that you are equipped with the tools that you need to feel comfortable to be able to do that. And if I'm missing any more questions. So has everyone questions been answered so far? Are you understanding everything? Is there any more questions? Did I miss any questions? Please, this is the time. You got questions, ask them. That's what we're here for. So ask your questions, because a closed mouth don't get fed. And let me tell you, when I first started, I always was timid to ask questions and stuff, but I can guarantee you it's 4-5 other people that want to know that same question. So ask the question. I'm serious, ladies. This is the platform. Guys, this is the platform. This is the time. Open discussion. You got a question? Ask it. Seriously. No hold bar right here. Whatever you want to know, I'm going to answer it. Ask the question.
Come on, ladies, practice your communication.
The most in-demand VA task is social media management. Social media management and general VA. But the number one in demand is social media management.
What is the number one platform that is in the US right now?
Facebook
You
and Instagram.
Pinterest,
Facebook,
should we say
Instagram, and TikTok.
TikTok. Okay.
Yes, that's what I said. But yeah, it's trending now. TikTok is trending.
Yeah, yeah, it is a new generation thing only.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm so grateful that I have children that are in this generation, that they can keep me up on the trends and how to use different things. Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything. I didn't know nothing about TikTok at first. That's why I'm starting my podcast, which is launching on the 30th. And my daughter is my first guest. She grew her TikTok to over 2 million views, 11K followers. Oh, she about to give us the tea. She gonna tell us how she did that. I want to know, because I'm gonna offer it to my clients. For sure.
2 million, that's great. Mine's only 20,000 and you got 2 million. Wow.
Yeah, you don't even want to know what mine is. I just launched a TikTok platform, so I am in the process of growing it, and I haven't really been paying attention to it because I got so many other things going on. And that's just, that right there is an example of any other business owner. When you got so many things going on, of course they want to grow their social media platforms, because that's, everybody's online now, so they want that brand awareness. But it's just not enough hours in the day to be able to tackle all that yourself. And there's so many business owners that's going through this same thing. That's how I know without a shadow of a doubt that I can get you a client. Mila says, same Tori, my kids know a lot about SMM, but for me, yeah, I feel it. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's where the kids come in handy. I'm telling, because my children, yes, they are all the way in tune with every platform. I didn't even know they knew so much about these platforms, but I got a lot of good insight from my kids about TikTok that, actually is going to be very useful for my clients. So I was thinking about hiring my kids to, run my social media, because they blowing up. Is it more difficult to find legit clients now? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not more difficult. I'm going to tell you why it seemed difficult. It seemed difficult because you're new. It seemed difficult because you're worried about what people are going to say. It seemed difficult because you're afraid of rejection. It seems difficult, but it's not. It really isn't. It's so many people, guys. Go into your Facebook groups today and type in the word job op or hire in the search bar and watch how many job opportunities come up from different people saying, I need help doing this, or I need help doing that. Like, it's not difficult finding legit clients. It's not. And that's why I always say it's the mindset. It's what you think. You guys know you can think things into existence. So when you're already thinking that it's going to be difficult out the gate, Yeah, it's going to be difficult because that's what you're expecting. But if you get that mindset that, oh, I'm getting me a client this week, I'm getting me a client, I'm telling you, the client is going to come. It's going to give you more motivation to work towards that versus the negative thoughts. Honestly, I've been there, done that. This is why I'm speaking on it, because I know for a fact when you go thinking that it's going to be hard, yeah, it's going to be hard because that's what you're expecting. Now, all you're going to see is it's hard because that's what you're expecting. You got to expect something else. Expect what you want. Yeah, COVID did. Yes, that COVID did get the kids' skills, capitalize the kids' skills on social media for sure. Yes, it did. Well, I'm so happy to be able to motivate you guys, but honestly, it's real. It's the truth. It's how I feel. Like I needed this in the beginning of my journey because sometimes you just need that support or the example that it really can be done. And I had to encourage myself. I had to pull that out myself because unless I was paying somebody, I wasn't getting no encouragement, no support, no none of that. So yeah, that is definitely what's needed, and you're very welcome. And that's what our group is about: support, encouragement, networking, and growing. We are going to grow together. As long as you're willing to do the work, we're going to grow. What more can I do to attract client at my Upwork profile? Pretty much is probably optimize your profile and make sure that you're including all your skills and how you word your about section and all of that. Like, yeah, that is something that we definitely will touch on in the coachings because it is how you say things and listing those services out instead of just being general. Like I'm a general admin. I provide general administrative assistance for small business owners. No, be specific and make sure when you're writing, like it's as you're talking to that client. So when that client reads it, they feel like you're talking to just them. That's how, so that they know it's personal. You know what I'm saying? They want to take things more personable. They don't want to see you talking abroad because it's like you're all over the place. And usually they just keep on scrolling. But when you word that stuff the right way and you catch their attention and it's like ain't nobody else in the world but them, you'll get more results out of that. So if you have an Upwork profile and you've been submitting your proposals and things like that, and you're not getting any results, step back, go back over how you got stuff worded, go back over what you got listed, what's the services that you're offering and things like that, and optimize it. Because if you've been on Upwork and you've been spending connects and things like that, and you still isn't getting any results, it's because it's too basic. No disrespect, but that's more than likely what the issue is. Your profile is too basic. It needs some pizzazz. It needs to stand out. So you need to figure out a way to make it stand out. As a SMM, how can we make sure that our client is legit when all we have is contract? Is it possible to ask for a security fee, or do you have any advice for newbies like us? So depending on what pricing structure that you're offering, this is why I recommend the retainer pricing, because my contract go out, my invoice go out, and I don't start working until the invoice is paid. It just depends on what pricing structure you're using to be able to verify if they're legal. You're always taking a chance when you use the structure where they pay you later. There's nothing wrong with asking for a deposit up front if that's the case, or some kind of security to know that they're real. There's nothing wrong with that. I honestly would suggest that. But like I said, that is the main reason why I use the pricing structure that I use, so that my invoice can be paid up front before I even start working. And there's no question about if I'm going to put all this work in and then get paid. And that's why you want to make sure, for the comfort of your client, that you got a top-notch portfolio to show them some examples of the work you're going to be offering, even if it's your own profile. You know what I'm saying? Those are examples. So you want to make sure that you got a top-notch portfolio to give them comfort as well, so that they don't have a problem with taking care of that service fee up front. Let's see. I already have a client, but I'm a beginner. I don't know if I'm providing the right work for her. I'm more on admin works, but my client requires me to boost her Facebook group and to generate leads and email addresses from Facebook group only, no other platform. The work I'm providing to her is either self-taught or from YouTube tutorials. Will these be also learned through mentorship? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. And when you are, let's start this right now. I don't want to hear nobody else say I'm a beginner if you got skills. You're just a beginner as a VA, but that's not even important, especially if you've worked before and you have skills working. You're not a beginner, because that's the track of thought that gets you overwhelmed and less confident in the services that you're going to be providing. So no more newbie stuff. We're going to do it different. I'm telling you, it's going to work. But yes, when you're working with a client and you don't know, you're not certain with the work that you're doing for her, that you should be doing for her, that's when it's time to have a conversation with your client to be clear. So that's why I said in the mentorship, I will show you how to get all that stuff up front, the goals, what your client is expecting to happen with these social media platforms and all that, because that's something that should have been addressed up front so that you could serve her to the best of your ability and give her that A1 service. But yes, that will be addressed in mentorship. Actually, that'll be the first thing addressed, because you want to be clear on the services that your client needs. And sometimes you have to pull it out of them, because sometimes they don't even know what services they need. All they know is they want more followers or they need leads. You know, they don't really truly need, they don't truly know how they want you to do that. So I have templates that have leading questions, just so that you'll have an idea of what services that you truly need to focus on, so that you're not just trying everything and, you know, wasting time, because time is money. What is the best line to say when clients ask, why should hire you based on your experience? Well, if you've had a discovery call and you presented your portfolio, you'll just reiterate, because I have X amount of experience in this field. You don't have to tell them I'm a new VA, but you can tell them, because I have X amount of experience in this field and I can provide this, this, and this for you. And I'm going to solve your problem. I know that I can solve your problem, or something along the lines of that. To give you a more defined answer, I would truly need to know, like, what service are you providing, so that you can make it more personal. And to do that, to avoid that question, that's why when you get your client, or before you get your client, you do your research. You research their websites, you research their social medias, you research their blog, you find any and everything that you can find about that client that you want to pitch, so that you can almost address all of the frequently asked questions in your pitch. If we don't have portfolio, what else can we do? Create a portfolio. Seriously, create a portfolio, use your CV, or yeah, that would be my suggestion. Seriously, create you a portfolio or use a CV. Definitely, if you don't have anything else, definitely have a Facebook business page, not personal profile, because your Facebook business page is going to be your online business card. So you want to make sure that your Facebook business page is created and optimized, because when you let me tell you something, when you reach out to a client, just like I'm telling you to research your client, oh, they gonna look for you. They gonna go search you up on social media for sure. Know that. So you want to make sure what's on there is what you want your client to see. And it's going to match what you're going to be saying to your client on the discovery call. Yes, Facebook page is free. Wix is free. I'm not sure. Miss Rosa said Wix is free. And guys, I don't feel you need, and I not only that I don't feel, but I've seen it, I've learned it, it's an experience. You do not have to start off with a website. Honestly, you don't. Honestly, I would start off with a Facebook business page, and I really wouldn't build my website until I start getting clients, honestly. But if you do get a free tool, like if Wix is free, then yeah, go ahead, of course, by all means, make you a website. But honestly, I wouldn't stress myself out about having a website, because Facebook business page is similar to a website as far as the information that they're going to be looking for when they're looking you up. And I've never had a problem with it. Like literally, I still use my Facebook business page today in place of my website, because my website is down because I didn't like how it looked. So I'm in the process of trying to get all that together. But my Facebook business page is still in place. And I still use that to this day when I'm pitching a client, or if a client asks me where can they go see some information, or anybody asks me where they can go look some information up about me, I send them straight to my Facebook business page. All right, we got any more questions? Is everybody clear? Was I clear? Did everybody get their questions answered? Anything else you would like to know? Okay. Well, guys, this has been a pleasure. As always, I had a ball. Tori, can you give me advice? I put my hourly rate at my Upwork is $3. Did you mean 30? Is that okay or not? I'm still looking for a VA client. No, that's not. If that's really $3, no, that's not okay. $3? No, you are going to be providing way too much support, way too many services. No, $3 is not okay. Not at all. $3 is not okay. Do not short yourself, ladies. Do not settle for less. It's too many people in the online world. It's way too many people in the online world to be taking shorts. That's why you optimize them profiles. If they're not working, you go back, wash, rinse, and repeat. You go back and figure out what is going on. Am I standing out? Make sure you're standing out. Find a way to show value in your profiles and stuff. No, $3? No, that's not okay. No. Do not short yourself like that. You are way too valuable for that. Even being new. Because remember, guys, we're solving someone's problem. They truly need you. You just have to Be creative in showing them that you are who they need, but you're solving their problem. Wow. No more $3, please. No more, because you're way too valuable for that. Your hard work, time, guys, anything you do is going to take time. Time is more valuable than money. You can never get time back. $3,
right.
no $3. So go back through it, optimize it, find a way to stand out. But yeah, you are way too valuable, and your time is way too valuable to be making $3. No. And I know you will see ads in Upwork, and they're offering to pay $3 and $5. You know what you do? Keep scrolling. That's what you do. Keep scrolling. You won't have to settle for that. Too many people in the online world, way too many people in the online world to be settling for less. And especially when you gotta go, this is your life. This is how you're going to support your family. This is your road to financial freedom. Your road to financial freedom. No, don't settle for less, guys. You don't have to. You don't. Yes, that is exactly. Oh, of course, no problem. That is exactly why they're lowballing, because people will try anything to save themselves money, but truly they know that that's not right. That's why those are the type of clients you don't want to work with anyway. And it's nothing wrong with when figuring out that client is not a good fit. Even when this is going to be your first client, I know you're going to be excited because it's your first client, but are you going to be happy? Because if you take something that is less than what you want, you're not really going to want to do it. So you're not going to do a good job. So just don't take it and put that energy into finding the client that is for you. I promise your client is out there. Seriously, whether you're in the Philippines, in the UK, in the US, your client is out there. Seriously, ladies. And it's the confidence. You got to build your confidence. And that's what I want to help you do, because no $3, no $5, none of that. Now, if you're in an internship or something like that, that's a whole nother ball game. Because for one, when you're in an internship, you're getting some kind of benefit that's equal to what your hourly rate would be, whether it's a client, whether it's skills, whether it's experience. You don't have to do your own marketing. That all ties in and makes a totally different, story. But when you're just offering your service, this is your rate, this is your client. No, do not settle for less. Please do not settle for less. And that's why I'm offering the mentorship and the coaching, so that I can help you ladies land these clients, and the right client. Not just a client because you need a couple dollars, because even with that, that's not going to take care of nothing. $3, what are you, that's not going to take care of nothing. Everything is going up all over the world. Food, gas, everything. It's nothing you can do with that. And like I said, you're not going to be truly happy. So why even put yourself through the strain of another job? Because that's what it's going to turn into, where you just get up and go because you have to, but you really don't want to. You chose to be a VA so that you can make the choices yourself. You control your finances. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, make it work. Don't just settle for anything. You got to know that you're worth way more than that. And you got to know that you're solving somebody else's problem. They truly need you. So yeah, keep that in mind. So can I ask, how long can we get a client after the mentorship? Totally up to you. It's totally up to you. If you're doing what we're talking about in the mentorship and you're showing value, it shouldn't take long. Honestly, I can't guarantee you that when you will get a client. I can only guarantee that you will, because it's really up to you and the work that you put in. It's, so honest, I can't really say when, All I can say is you'll get a client. I can guarantee you'll get a client if you do what we suggest when we're in the internship. If you do the work, you'll get a client. That's why I said there's no cap on how long the mentorship lasts, because we are going to be with you until you land your client. Now, I can tell you this, that my schedule is kind of tight. So you're going to get a client soon, because I'm not going to let you out of the mentorship until you get a client, because that's the purpose. But I'm not going to draw it out, because time is money. You know, if that makes sense, just to be blunt and up to the front, straight to the point. It's truly up to you and how you do the work. If you do the work, if you do what's suggested, if you do the work, it's truly up to you. Yeah, it's possible to get a client the first day of mentorship. Definitely possible. It's also possible if you self-pace, it may be a week or a month. It's up to you. It's definitely up to you and how much work you're going to put in for yourself. Okay, ladies, any more questions? Well, listen, as I was saying, this has been a pleasure. I've had a ball. I've had a really good time. Truly appreciate you guys jumping on here, listening to my mouth, you know, but I truly appreciate you guys, seriously. And man, this is my goal, is to support you ladies grow to 6 figures. That's my goal. I don't know what your goal is, but that's my goal, because that was the purpose of me growing this group. That was the purpose of me starting this group, is what I meant to say, because I know that if I can do it in the way I was when I started, and I knew absolutely nothing, and I was brand new to the VA world, until I figured out that I'm not really new, because I got all of these skills that I'm offering. I've been doing all this stuff for like 15 years anyway. It's just a way that I'm doing it now. I'm not working for somebody else. I'm working for myself. So when I got on that track of thought and really start optimizing my stuff and implementing strategies and making them my own, I start blowing up. And honestly, I know it's not impossible. Trust me, if I can do it, I know y'all can do it, because I was timid. Man, I'm going to tell y'all some of the stories as we go on. But yes, I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot as well. And that is my theory. You know, you learn from your mistakes. You do it. It makes you better at what you do. So if there isn't any more questions, we'll get out of here. But know that...
Sorry, ladies, before you leave, please open your camera. I'm gonna take a photo. Everyone, please.
Yes, let me fix myself.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Miss Tori,
Oh,
for the
of course.
enlightenment.
Thank you so much, Miss
Uplifting
Tori.
us.
You're the best.
Thank you so much.
Of course, y'all the best.
It is
Thank
so
you
much
so
appreciated,
much.
Miss Tori.
Man, you guys are the best, seriously. And it's not going to be hard. It's not. You ladies are just going to have to get used to pushing yourself out your comfort zone. And it took a lot for me to do that as well. That's why I said, I'll walk with you. I'll support you. Like, I will hold your hand and get you a client. I know it's possible. I'm seeing way too many job ops every day, all day, just on LinkedIn. We ain't talking about all the other platforms. Way too many companies that need help. And you ladies got the skills that they need. So I know it will not be hard. It won't be hard. You just got to be willing. Yep. But thank
Okay,
you.
I'm
Thank
done.
you.
For
Thank
those
you,
who have
guys.
question about trainings and
Thank you, Miss
mentorship, pwede nyo po ako i-PM. You can PM me. You can message
Yes,
me.
please. Anybody that wants to take advantage of the mentorship, please. Jam got you covered. She is amazing. Message her. She'll get you all the way together. So I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm telling you, we're going to have fun finding y'all a client. Know that for sure. But we're going to get y'all a client. Seriously. That is always the go, for real. And I can tell you this, if it go too long and we ain't got you a client, then I'll hire you my dang self. But we gonna get you a client. Know that for sure. For sure. It's always something I need. So you will have a client. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Miss
ladies.
Tori.
Thank you.